Good afternoon, everybody. This is MrXsee coming to you live and direct with the 1.16 update for CSR Racing 2 on iOS. And I'm going to jump on in, give you a little visual demonstration of the new cars that's coming in and take a look at the events. So with all that being said, let's jump on in. The 70th anniversary is the first thing we're going to take a look at. If it actually take the time to load up. Clicking on it is a little slow sometimes on my device. So this is the brand new Ferrari Aperta 70th anniversary edition. It comes in black, has a little red stripe along there with the livery, has a black different tone on the livery with it. It has black streaks on the side down there on the bottom of the car. Really fancy, nice looking car there. Purple star, of course. And then we have the GTC4 Lusso 70th anniversary. And that's the current event that's open right now. We're going to jump on over there. This car has to be purchased. I haven't purchased it just yet. But it comes in a nice little blue color here. Has the big racing numbers on it. But it looks kind of like an F12, but a hatchback. And let's go ahead, and it's purple star as well. So we're going to jump out of that, and we're going to go take a look at the brand new cars that showed up inside the game. So one of the first new cars that showed up in the game is actually a Jeep. CSR had teased us about it a while ago on their YouTube channel. If you participate in checking it out, they basically showed everybody in the community, hey, what would you think about this coming into the game? And now I can't seem to find the car. Oh, I clicked past it because it's a new symbol. But it's the new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, and this one here particularly is red. It's tier 4. It basically has the same engine in it as the Hellcat, so it has a very powerful engine in it. It's a 4-star car, so pulling is going to be pretty easy. But with this being a gold car, this means that it's probably going to lean more towards being one of our Prestige Cup cars that we're going to be able to use. So with it being 4-star, that makes it easier to pull. If it was a 5-star, it would definitely be harder to pull. And another new car inside the game. This car is actually going to be a Milestone 1 Prize Cup car, and it's going to be the Honda LB NSX. Nice looking car. With it being purple star, they let you know that this is going to be one of those rare cars that only the top 3 crews get. And this car is only going to be available as a Milestone 1 car, and then after that season passes by, then you'll be able to pick it up in the gold crates. But with it being a 5-star car, it's definitely going to be harder to pick up. So if you're not a part of a crew that can get the Milestone 1, then you definitely want to work hard to get with one. Next up on the list of new cars in the game, I have to scroll through. Earlier when I clicked on it, everything was loaded up for me, but I thought I was recording a video, but it turns out I was not. So now I have to click on them to find them. Apologize for that. And the first one that we got here, visual, to be able to see, is the W Motors Fiener Super Sport. So W Motors gets a second car in the game. The other one is the Hyper Sport, and this is the Fiener Super Sport. This is a purple star, so that means it's going to be for the top 3 crews, and we're going to get a different color variation as the Milestone 1 version of it. But this is definitely a nice looking car. That copper, red copper brown looks very nice on it. And the next one that's up in the game is the, getting on over to it, it's a Jaguar. So we get a new Jaguar in the game. They have a lot of cars in the game. So it's this one. This is going to be next season's Milestone 1 prize car. So season 51. It's going to be the Jaguar CX-75. And this is the color scheme that's going to show up for it. Very nice looking car. So next season's Milestone 1 car is this Jaguar. And the car that we're going to be using for the Prestige Cup is the Camaro 1ZL 1LE. And that's going to be available that's already available for anybody who wants to get in. It's a Camaro, and it's by Chevrolet. And I'm going to scroll through, and those are the 2 cars that we get there. But right now I'm looking for the Chevrolet to show you guys. So you can check your inventory and see if you have it in there already. And if you don't, then wait for the drop to pull it. Otherwise, it'd be very difficult to get. This is actually a 4-star car, so it's a little bit easier to pull. So when you're looking at tier 4 cars, 4-star is easier to pull than 5-star for tier 4, tier 5. And this car, with it being 4-star, is going to be pretty easy. And let's go ahead and take a look at the license plates on the car. That's something that's new with this newest update with the 1.16. And it's a little fancy. We got a new racetrack inside the game. So just right there, now our license plate is different. The Santo Palma is the new license plate that shows up. So instead of the generic custom street at the top and racing at the bottom, now we have the Santa Ana. And on the left-hand side of the bar, we have a new pop-out menu for popping out our gameplay, for getting to our menus and things of that nature. This is kind of like the iPhone 10 version of the menu, but now you can click on there and pop out the little bar, and it's a little hovering type bar that shows up instead of the other little bar that always stayed out there. So that's a cool little feature. But right now, we're going to go take a look at the races that we have coming out available to us now as part of the 70th anniversary. The first one we're going to look at is the one that's open right now. 6 days, 13 hours is left on there. And this is for the Ferrari GTC4 Lusso 70th anniversary. And it has the typical races that's involved with it, and it's going to take a total of 30 races. I haven't purchased the car yet. I'll be purchasing that later. Another race that we have here is coming soon, and this is going to require the Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta 70th anniversary in order to do. And this, once again, is going to be a 30 race that you're going to be able to complete and be able to pick up the prizes. But the big one that we're going to get out of here is down here in the tier 4 section of the racing screen. And this 70th anniversary starts in 1 day. The race prize is going to be the Aperta LaFerrari at the end of it. But the cool thing about it is, this is a whole bunch of cars that you're going to be able to race. So all 5 of the LaFerrari 70th anniversary cars, the Ferrari 70th anniversary, not the LaFerrari, but the Ferrari 70th anniversary cars, all 5 will be required. And you have 100 races in order to complete. You get a lot of prizes that comes along the way with completing these races. So take a look at all these different prizes that you're going to get out of the game. And also, one of the changes with this update is the snow track is gone. So for anybody who was a fan of the snow track, you can go ahead and wish it goodbye one last time as you do a race. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick race and end the video. Thanks for taking the time to look at it. Make sure you check the description, comment below, like the video, and of course, go ahead and subscribe to the channel in order to see more content created by MrXsee here on YouTube with CSR2 videos. Thanks. Have a great day.